why you wear one of these.
Bop, 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 bop. Live. Are we live? Is it going?
I think we are. And we have documentation and proof that we're ready. And we're drinking Goldschlager.
Yeah, I've got a, this is a,
What is that, Donovan? Can you explain?
This is a device that I've fashioned scientifically to prevent extraterrestrials from reading my thoughts or sending strange, like, frequencies into my brain. And we're going to talk to you guys more about how you can have one of these for yourself. However, you know, for the time being, you don't have to have one to watch it, although we would suggest and prefer you do. But
yeah, we don't recommend anything that we're doing at all. None of it, actually.
No. I mean, I recommend you do everything I say, but if you're a woman, I know you won't. And so... If
don't do anything we say,
Yeah.
especially this guy.
Let's ask Charlie, are we doing good yet? Is this... We felt like tinfoil hats and Goldschlager was definitely the way to go. It's a trippy thing I did, because we had decided long before making the show that we were definitely going to wear tinfoil hats and drink Goldschlager. But we believe that, you know, because she was like saying, well, gold is a really powerful metal to create like a field around yourself. I was doing research on drinking the Goldschlager for the show, because we were going to just try to justify it to you guys, because we needed the gold, right? So
Woo, we needed the gold, all right. We got it.
as it turns out, like before gold was used as like a posh style jewelry or whatever for royalty back in times of yore, they actually believed that gold actually did produce healing properties that would emanate off of it. And so royal people, like if they had an injury, let's say a bad arm, bad hand, or whatever, would try to adorn themselves with some kind of pieces of gold to actually heal themselves. And they felt that it was the most powerful healing tool, and only they were privy to it, kind of like nowadays where, you know, the poor people get some really shitty medical help, whereas the rich get fucking gold therapy or whatever.
Well, maybe we should be throwing gold at the people who walk in the ER and tell us
Not
they
even
have a
minding that
problem.
extraterrestrials, you know, have a hard-on for our gold, just like the idea that the royalty in the past actually thought there was something to it. And so we wanted to emanate the gold from the inside.
And it conducts energy pretty well, electricity.
It does. You'll find it in many of our modern electronics. However, very few people drink it, and that's where I feel like I will give you five.
Here we are in this beautiful world, this beautiful planet.
This beautiful forest.
And some of us aren't even human. Like, some of us are aliens. We've come here to experience Earth for the first time. And if you are an alien, you probably know who you are.
Right, they definitely know.
Welcome to the people who are not actually people, and welcome to people. Welcome,
Welcome to the bikini string theory.
to the...
Here, you say it.
Welcome to the string of bikini theory.
That's not what it is. It's fucking the web domain.
www.com bikini string theory.
No, it's www.bikinistringtheory.com. Oh, shit. See, I already feel the gold working right now.
My name is Sydney Pasante.
Donovan Campbell. Stringtheory.com. Mind control.
Mind control.
Mind control.
It's
happening right now.
and anything you can do to make it a little less is a good idea. Anything, right?
Right, and there's so many different ways that people can be mind controlled. You know what I mean? Fear, like as of right now, fear seems to be the major way that the media tends to brainwash people because it's such an effective tool. Whereas some people are interested in different positive things. Maybe some people like pets, and another nice lady might think dogs suck ass. And so the one thing that unifies all people is they're all afraid of shit. And so fear is a great motivational tool to keep people under a state of control.
So I'm an average person, and I'm sitting at home asking myself, why would anyone want to control my mind?
Why wouldn't they, really? The mind is a powerful fucking thing. And this collective reality, I believe, that all of your beliefs, like this is a joint manifestation. And so when you change yourself, you literally change the face of the world as a whole. What brought us here, all jokes aside, like some of the experiences we've actually had that you will respect and understand. We like to make light of the information that we give to you because everything's so serious, and when people are serious, just everyone has a stick up their ass. So I'll give you a nice sip of fucking fresh truth there for your base. It is like a shark fin, or maybe a dolphin.
Wow, yeah, maybe a dolphin, but I think like a badass dolphin.
Right, you know, like, you know, we're going to talk to you a little bit about
torsion wave.
Well, either way, like the torsion that's created from pinpointing this fin the way I so did is going to create the maximum level of velocity through the fucking universe.
I believe that.
I do believe that. I play drums for a popular alternative band called Dr. Luna out of Chico, California. You can check us out at drlunaworld.com or look up Facebook Dr. Luna. You can spell it D-O-C-T-O-R or just D-R-M the period, and we don't know which one we like better, and we don't care. So... Will you rattle that for me real quick, Charlie? Just rattle it like, hey, Our producer is trying to work in different things, so I'm not sure what we're doing right now. So we're gonna just go ahead and wing it.
Okay, so let's talk about you, Donovan, because I'm really interested in some of the experiences that you've had in the occult.
The occult basically means secret. That's pretty much the definition of the word occult, and or hidden. Really, it means more hidden, out of plain sight. I grew up. My father was a Freemason, and I grew up Christian. Went to church, went to Bible study, read my Bible, did all that stuff. Was, you know, I wouldn't say that I was a gung ho Christian, but I was brought up that way. And as I kind of got older, kind of into my early teens and stuff, I started finding books in my dad's library. My father is what you would say would be a high-ranking Freemason, yes.
So you would say that you were kind of raised in an environment.
I was raised in an environment that fostered advancing oneself through the mystery religion or the mystery schools, or just esoteric thinking and non-traditional Western Christian belief. It was more of an open-minded. He kind of came through the hippie movement, and there was a lot of open-minded free thinking. And my dad, as a result of that, got into some of the more esoteric things through the lodge.
Too, because sometimes on one hand you have people who say they know about the occult, and they know that it's bad, or they know that it's wrong. What is your experience told you about it?
You know, if I was to just like beat around, like, just to cut straight to the chase, what my experience has been is that pretty much anything you believe in, you can manifest in this world. So, if someone is devout enough and a enough believer of Jesus Christ is going to find a way to manifest his way into your life, if that's what you want to see. If you want to see ghosts or you want to experience the paranormal, it will make itself known to you. And so I'm kind of a strong believer in the idea that everyone's kind of right and everyone's arguing about it. I really think that no matter what denomination you are, no matter what spiritual creed you have, no matter what you're into, at the end of the day, you're right. Don't trip. Don't judge yourself. You can mold this world any way you want. Hello, we're back. Fuck. Oh, we're back. I'm Donovan Campbell.
And I'm Sydney Passant.
And we are reporting the news and we see fit. That's so fucking sad. We're still good. We're back. And we are ready to share some philosophical knowledge with you guys that you may not have already known. If you didn't know it, you're just fooling yourself. We are talking about the mystery schools, my esoteric upbringing, and just random stuff. So where did we leave off?
We were talking about the world of magic and how you were experienced at a young age with it and how it affected you. Tell us more about it.
Well, I'm going to try to cut it short because our attention span isn't that good. But what I will say is after going through these childhood experiences, having some pretty strange metaphysical experiences in my life, seeing visions, being exposed to extraterrestrial entities, doing witchcraft, having prayers come true, I decided to start my own Wiccan coven. Did that, started giving dissertations and giving presentations in high school on how people can use practical witchcraft in their everyday life.
This is kind of weird because I went to high school with Donovan, and I don't remember any of this.
She wasn't in my classes at the time, but I can say that my teachers were they were fucking astounded. See, I grew up in a time in high school where chicks still didn't even shave their fucking pubes, whereas nowadays...
Wasn't that long ago.
Wasn't that long ago if you think about it, but when I was growing up,
Times
giving a lecture on witchcraft and passing around your book of shadows and a bag of runes was maybe not the best idea in the world, but I did it anyway, and I had a great amount of experiences with that. I've encountered demonic possessions. I've seen actual fairy-like spirits. I've had animals come out, I've had any number of things. In fact, pretty much anything you could even think of, even like in correlation to like movies where people say, oh, well, that's larger than life. I've probably been through that and have witnesses who can attest to it. So, after doing that for a long time, I kind of realized that a lot of the spells I was doing, I was just creating myself, because the ones I'd see in the books were literally like shitty poetry from like Wiccan hippies and shit. I hate to sound like negative like that, because none of it was old. None of it was like the ancient magic I was looking for. It was always like these shitty poems like, oh my God, the one above, please bring me my one and only truly love. It's like, dude, I'm so tired of that. Like, I couldn't take any more of it. Some of the spells worked, but it worked based on the intention, not based on the idea that I was using these ancient rites that were really powerful. And so, even though I had had these really profound experiences and have like a wealth of knowledge in regards to some of that, I started to gravitate towards the mystery school, and I got into that through the Golden Dawn, basically. And at the same time, I was exposed to Golden Dawn, which was what, the final pathway through my spiritual enlightenment. I also had a awakening due to the truth movement that was going on in the internet. And because of that, it kind of really stopped me in my tracks in regards to going further into the Golden Dawn. And I decided at a certain point to actually leave the Golden Dawn because of information I came into light of that wasn't even taught to me by my own organization, but I had to learn from people trying to disseminate information that people should know. And so I spent my whole life in the pursuit of this mystical knowledge, and then when I got to the point where it was coming into fruition, I actually walked away from it with because I came from a place of understanding. So the mystery schools in and of themselves are ancient teachings and ancient knowledge that can be traced back for literally thousands of years, beyond Christ, beyond even Egypt, going back to Sumer, Babylon, like these old ancient studies, like the sacred geometry, the symbolism, coming down through the generations, encoded for people. It wasn't until the Jews came along, when they were slaves to the Egyptians, who actually documented it. And so, in some ways, to get to the mystery school, you have to go through the Kabbalah, the Jewish studies. And so,
and you did that.
did
right?
that, yeah, totally. And like I said, I kind of came to a point where I decided not to go further down the road because they were making me swear oaths against my own life that were crazy. They were just fucking crazy oaths. Like I had to swear an oath to something they didn't even tell me the secret to yet. And so I felt like, even though I'm not biblical, I'm not Christian, like I still remember these old teachings, like this idea of, you'll swear no oaths before God, and you'll worship no false idols and everything. And it seemed like that's everything that they were doing. See, when I think of red, I don't even remember what my point was. Can't cheat death, man.
Unless there's fairies involved.
Fairies are probably immortal, or they live so long that we don't know how old they are when they die. And when they die, they still look really cute. You can't sleep with them because they're so small, but you wish you could. You wish you could be small.